My first guest is an Oscar-winning icon who is now guest starring in the fourth season of Search Party on HBO Max. The final 4 episodes of season 4 begin streaming this Thursday. Here she is, Susan Sarandon. Oh, this is Susan. I'm honored.
Welcome.
I'm so honored to be welcomed into your home. This is amazing.
Yes, I have not let anyone film in my house. Even Barbara Walters when she wanted to. Oprah, no.
Yeah.
And now here you are in a little tiny piece of my New York apartment.
Oh, I'm so happy. Yeah, we just started. We came back to the studio to do these shows here with like remote cameras and stuff like that, and so there's no family here. There's no kids running around.
Yeah, they've been torturing you. I think people have developed such an appreciation of teachers and moms that work at home and without alcohol or drugs. It's a big deal. Yeah.
It really is. Franny just lost her second tooth yesterday, right here.
Did it come out naturally or did you take it out?
She pulled it out. It came out naturally.
My granddaughter, my eldest granddaughter's father is an ex-soccer pro, Kyle Martino. So her tooth was wiggling and she was at his house in Brooklyn and he taped a string to a soccer ball. He taped floss to a soccer ball, put it around her tooth and kicked it and it worked. But then guess what the downside of that is? Where's the tooth?
Yeah, the tooth is gone completely.
Yeah, you can't find the tooth. So the second one, they did a better job, and she kicked the ball herself, and they managed to keep an eye on the tooth. But it started a whole tradition.
Wow.
That I think only a soccer pro,
you're kicking your own teeth out,
would think to do.
I'm always happy to see you, and I actually have been seeing you recently pop up online and with these paparazzi shots. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. You're walking. You take walks with Jessica Lange, apparently, around New York City. Oh, there it is. We have a photo that's you and Jessica Lange. And then there's photos of you, like, helping people cross the street. And all these nice Good Samaritan things. And people are saying online that they think that you guys are superheroes.
We are. But, you know, look at what that tells you about the paparazzi. How desperate are they? They're there following two bundled up people. You can't even tell who we are for an hour and a half in lower Manhattan, just hoping something's going to happen. And so Jess and I were saying, maybe this time when we go out, we're going to have to find like a burning building or someone down a manhole.
Yeah, I'll stage something with you guys if you want me to.
Yeah, I know. That was really, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Oh, you know what I want to ask you? Because everyone's at home and they're watching all these movies and their favorite movies. And Thelma and Louise has had a total resurgence. Everyone's like, new generations are watching it, talking about it. People,
good.
Yeah, people dressing up as you guys. And
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Obviously, the ending of the film, I can't spoil it now, but did you ever go to Grand Canyon at all? And if you ever do people go like, do they get excited or they go, how'd you get here? Or?
Years ago, I did have a really great, someone had a really great moment because I was with my youngest son. We were doing a trip around and we were in the Grand Canyon briefly and we went into the gift shop and there were 2 women who were doing a Thelma and Louise trip. And there I was welcoming them, taking an extra 25 cents to push my movie.
See, that's what that's how hard you work.
They talked about a sequel, but I couldn't, I don't know what it would be. I can't understand.
No, it'd be like, do you remember the movie, was it Topper? Do you remember that movie?
Oh yeah, actually that was a very bad idea they had. We were ghosts looking down on Earth and helping women who were in domestic, yeah. And I remember saying to Tim, but what would we be doing? And he said, you'd be getting a big check.
That's a good line, at least.
No, that didn't work out.
No,
either.
that didn't work out.
To leave it alone.
Oh, you know, I heard a fun story about you and Gina Davis. Is this true that one time she dressed up as a bear and like scared your kids at a camp?
I was throwing my daughter a camping party in our living room. And so they were going to do hot dogs on the fire, and they were I got, cassettes of animal noises, and they were sleeping right in the living room. And we had the bear suit, of course. We provided the bear suit. But Gina very nicely did a very good job of wearing that bear suit. And she did briefly, but she's not, for somebody who is formidable, she's not very scary, actually.
She's not, but yeah, and a bear
She's
suit,
like
though.
She couldn't really. She just revealed herself way soon.
And just started laughing. I want to talk to you about Search Party. What can we say about Search Party? And
So many funny things. So out of the box. So all these kids that are in it are so good. I'm kind of playing a plot twist, so you'll see. You didn't even see where it goes, and I had so much fun. And you can tell when you watch it that everybody that's on it is having so much fun. But at the same time, Cola Scola makes an appearance now in a big part in this season, and they get really scary.
it's brilliant.
Good. Well, it was a job that actually my son got me. It's nepotism because he knows Charles, and so he said, "Mom, I think they're interested, and would you like to?" And so I really now I've started getting jobs because of my
Your
children.
kids, is that? See, it comes full circle.
Also, Mother Lover was like that because my youngest was like, "Mom, you have to do it." I didn't know what Dick in a Box was, and he was like, "It's a classic. Whatever they ask you to do, you have to do it." Absolutely.
Is
So I did.
that ends up happening, right? Your kids end up going like, "No, Mom, Dad,
Yeah.
no, this is cool. That's not cool. Do this thing."
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah. I'm trying to please my kids. That's why I'm not going to host the Tonight Show anymore. I'm the new voice of Peppa Pig.
It'll pay off later. It'll pay off later. Right now, not so much. Right now, you're in the trenches. But it pays off.
All right, good. I want to show
Yeah.
everyone a clip. Here's Susan Sarandon in season 4 of Search Party. Take a look at this.
Call baby brother. Richard, I made it to Babyfoot, and I'm in the house. Chip is not. The situation has turned sour, though. There's a dead body. Oh. No, I don't think it is the Dory girl. This woman is old. Provincial. Oh, and there's a room full of chains. I don't remember them being there when we bought the house.
Susan Sarandon, check out the final 4 episodes of season 4 of Search Party this Thursday on HBO Max.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on.